let's run past these. I know there's going to be one little fucker over there. This is how it's going to be. This is the next 3 hours of my life. Oh, this game is beautiful though, isn't it?
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8... Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so excited! 1 second. Ah, here we go! The lake house! Investigate the lake house. Speak to Dr. Marmon and Dr. Marmon. Okay, there's 2 Dr. Marmons. Enter the lake house. We've got my ID card. Let's see if we can make our way through.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Dr. Marmalade. Alright, we got a gun. That's good. I like guns. So this was the agent who joins us.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Oh, we're seeing a bit of interdepartmental politics going on here. So it doesn't matter if you deal with the supernatural. Office politics is going to affect anyone. She's talking to Saga. Yeah, it's like she's talking to Saga like it's been written, like she's reminiscing back about what happened at the lake house, because she was like, way before I met you or realized you were on the case. So it's almost like after what happened in the main game or after Return, she is now thinking back to what happened at the lake house before she met Saga and telling her about it. That's what it seems like anyway. I could be talking bullshit, but hey, we're making it up as we go along. Forgot how good the atmosphere is in this game. It is so fucking moody looking and I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to be back in this game. Okay, so there's a van here. Is that from the research department? Is that what they're driving around? Oh, okay, so this is the lake house. It is well and truly just built on stilts in the middle of the lake. Let's go on in.
Hello?
I feel like every bureau...
Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
Every bureau building we've ever seen has been fucked up. We've never seen one running optimally. Maybe because it would make for a really boring game. We always see them after Shitsville, you know? Ground floor lobby. Okay. Hello? Is anyone here? I've got my flashlight out.
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
Guess not.
Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report.
It seems like nobody gives an absolute toss. In fact, it doesn't look like anyone's here. Are they all on lunch break? Do not contaminate the lake house with unrelated art. Figurines, ornaments, decorations, and other trinkets are forbidden on employee desks. And there's a cute little cat drawing in the corner. Oh my god, who did that? Look at the cute little cat with a coffee! It's a coffee cat! That must be a Sam Lake drawing. So one thing we know about the lake house is, in particular, it pulls in people with creative flair and creative hobbies / that's their main life's work. So it pulled in Alan as a writer. Before that we had, oh, what's his face? You're gonna have to remind me on names, guys. I'm remembering everything, but the names are not there. I was about to say Tom. It's not Tom Riddle. Who the fuck is the other guy in the diving suit? It pulled him in. He was a poet, well, also a filmmaker, depending on which... Yeah, Zane. So depending on which timeline you listen to, he was either a filmmaker or a poet. And it also pulled in the old gods of Asgard. It also pulled them in, and they utilised the power of the lake to help boost their own music. So it pulls in people who are creative. So it makes sense that when you're looking around the lake house, all of these points are being like, don't fucking doodle, don't do anything creative in here. We have to make this the most boring building anyone's ever seen, because otherwise the lake house might latch onto you. And here we fucking go. The last thing we need is another Alan. Here we go. Look at this. The dangers of doodling. Please remember that any unauthorized art can skew the results of ongoing research. Doodling, rhythmic drumming with pencils, fingers, or other makeshift percussion instruments, stacking office supplies into sculpture-like arrangements, dancing or humming, and then it's like someone's drawn a cat just to fuck with them. Ramnus, daily stand-up. Someone's been told off immediately. No doodling. Oh, this must have been a horrible place to work. Oh, we have our own. Oh, we have a little control style projector here. Let's have a look. Lake House Daily. Good news. HQ's still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. That doesn't seem too positive. Bad news. HQ still bad. Nut allergy bad. No armor beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time cancelled. Man. Yeah, so I feel for anyone who is working here. This place sucked. Welcome to the lake house. Oh, it's a video.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the lake house. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility.
I can't.
We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the lake house. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
I have no words. If they're the guys running this, well, shit. We're all out of luck, aren't we, if you're working here? So yeah, that seems like a very healthy relationship. Running this whole ship. Great. Very good. See what's here. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing. Redacted. Swimming. Yeah, they dubbed it on top. Boating applies to canoes, kayaks, motorized boat, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing. Redacted in the water. Interesting. Paddleboarding. These activities can result in redacted in an estimated redacted percentage of cases. If you are unclear about the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Now, okay, 1 minute. That's extra funny because there was something I noticed over here. Is so many people selling their kayaks. Someone is so desperate to sell their kayak after the rules came out. Look, they've been posting everywhere being like, please buy my kayak. We're not allowed. What's this? Any unaccompanied artist must be reported to security immediately. No artists allowed. I wonder if this was part of their, like, job screening. Safety, security, and censorship. Remember the 3 S's. They put so much work into all the bits and bobs, and this is what I love so much about this game. It's all the incidental stuff you gather walking around. Let's see what this is. From Ava Ramani to FBC Personal. Status update RE the oldest house. To all staff, on-site observations team report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all of the personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analysed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to this signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Ava Ramani, Supervisory Agent. This was about the hiss in the original Control game. I think it's to do with when the original went on lockdown for the hiss. Okay, these are the power couple that we just saw on the screen there. They're very concerned about their coffee. Let's have a look here.
That's handy.
Oh, we got a map of the lake house.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Experiment currently in progress? That's odd. Dr. Marmon is here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. Okay, great time to come along when they've decided to all disappear to an experiment. I'm a bit worried about the scientists that work here, I'm not going to lie. You don't seem to have a good lifespan if you're involved in the Federal Bureau of Control, to be honest.
Dr. Marmon's... I'll have to check downstairs.
Yeah, okay, so Dr. Marmon isn't here, but we do have his degree, so what has he got? Barrows, on the recommendations of the faculty and by virtue of authority vested in trustee of Barrows University, have conferred onto the Doctor of Applied Science. Let's see what else he's got. Special Service Certificate. From Casper Darling, Head of Research. That's another name I remember from Control. Good old Casper Darling. Oh, we've got a notice of appointment here. Hey, so from Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Mormont. The senior leadership has determined to appoint as Head of Research at Cauldron Lake. It will be shared with his wife. See, that's a picture. They look kind of cuter in this photo. They look a little less, you know, I'm about to rip each other's head off. So maybe working at Cauldron Lake was the problem. Who knows? Oh, wow. He has a bronze bust of himself. That's a lot. To my fellow head of the lake house, love Diana. It seemed like they actually seemed to care about each other back in the day. Oh, replacement key card for Jules Marmont. The highest one, I forget what it's called. My old card went missing. How would I know if it's stolen or lost? Why do you not put microchips inside them to follow them if you are so concerned with this? I am the head of research and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. Oh, he lost his card. That's not good. Ooh, research profile, subject P. Summary, through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. These paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that the painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at the time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. The subject has been suspected to be a Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of which forecasting cannot be determined by researchers. But the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers without any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence that the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Okay, that's interesting. So I wonder if that's a bit of a precursor of what's to come. If they had someone here with a strong paranatural ability, we know that the lake house amplifies this. Maybe that's why they were testing him here. But that's interesting. We've got a lot of reading today, guys, so do keep up.
Changing passwords, huh?
Okay, interesting. Update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. That doesn't solve anything. That just means people are going to forget their password all the time. We are aware this might be inconvenient and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone number. And passwords can't exceed 6 digits. Okay, that's interesting. Daily passwords must suck. Science fact of the day: though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo systems at the age of 38. This might be a code. I need my notebook. 1 second. Yeah. Guys, I think there's a 6-digit password here, and I think we can probably try and use it to unlock the PC. And can we unlock the PC? Aha! Alright, I told you guys, my spidey senses was tingling. We recommend a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the passwords, followed by numbers that change daily. 1407, 1409. So what? 38, 1409, maybe? Because, do not use the current date. This guy is so going to use the current date. Look at him. 3809 14.
That's not right.
Okay, keep thinking. Keep thinking. All right, brains are running. What do we think? QWERTY 0. I am Big Scientist 1. But it can't be a date. Yeah, but this guy just seems like the kind of guy who would just use the date anyway. Like, did you see his note about the fucking cards? July 18. Motherfucker. Give me a second. July 18. 18. Oh.
That's not right.
Fuck. I think I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. You typed it already? Are you fucking kidding me? Don't say that. Don't say that. That makes it worse. That makes it worse. Don't say I've already dum-dummed it. Fuck! I was just getting the order of the numbers wrong. He was just changing the number on his calendar per day, so he was picking it out from there. But the important date was on the wall, and that was the date that he got appointed to the lake house. We got there eventually. I did actually solve it. I just had my idea of the dates the wrong way round, and for some reason I decided that 38 was very personal to him, which was slightly the problem. We're warming up. The brain is warming. It's early days today. Oh, okay. Let's look at his mail first. Oh, look at those CCs. Oh boy. Let's go all the way to the bottom and read it from the bottom first. Annual budget. From Kingston to both of the marmots. Friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of the month. Each station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in efforts to find areas where spending can be reduced. Shall I book time for us to speak about this and make a plan? From Harry Kingston. From Dr. Marmon, I'm too busy to attend meetings, just use the budget from last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go towards Project Arbutus, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. Ooh. I apologise for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget An unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet you and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Oh my god. Guys, these guys need some couple counseling. Can you imagine being in this CC chain? Like, every time a reply comes through, you're just sat there like... Like, this couple is tearing each other apart and you're just sat there watching it. Go fuck yourself, Jules. Oh dear. Oh no. So does next Wednesday work? Kingston sat there like, guys, can we just do Wednesday, please? Can we just do Wednesday in the middle of these guys like throwing shit at each other? Oh, great. Project Arbitus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and we agreed to share research materials. So can I release them back to Arbitus? It's from Perry Levine, senior researcher. Security reminder. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility security if you leave your computer open. From Brian Lopez. Man, there's a lot going on. There we go. We unlocked the door. I don't think anyone wants to work around that couple. It seemed very divided depending on who you worked for. That is not fun. Oh, is this unlocked now? Can I go in? Ooh. Charge through. Okay, let's see what we got.
This should come in handy.
So, look at that. Everyone, look at the good boy photos. There is a good boy. There's a very good boy. Okay, lockdown procedures. Power core transport and handling. Oh, I remember the power cores from that game. Rule breaking too. It feels like everyone is breaking the rules in this place. It's probably no surprise that what happened has happened. Can we go down now? They said no pictures on desks. No doodling, no nothing. Alright, let's just have a look at the map of the lake house. So we're here right now, and we're going to be going down to -1, which is painting production. Interesting. Let's go. Let's go to -1 first. We'll make our way slowly.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to push.
That is not good. Oh dear. I'm not happy at this.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Oh shit. Oh my god.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Oh.
Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside.
They got thresholded. Did you see that one of the images that popped up were the two Marmonts? Do you know, like, similar when we see a Scratch pop up for Alan? One of the images that we seem to see was the Marmonts. The elevator is long gone. That's not good.
Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on.
Okay.
Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, you're not smart?
The dark is what it uses. The dark is its kind of power. The lack of light. The elevator has completely gone missing. It's just gone walkies, which is problematic. Right, and the emergency threshold meetings are up. This is really fucking creepy. They did say this is going to be more of a return to horror.
What was that?
Oh, God. Let's take it nice and slow, shall we, guys? Someone's been finger painting all over these bloody walls. Let's see what we got in here. Threshold Experiment Progress Report by Jules Marmont. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the beep continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in a way to achieve our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allows us to discard the avenue of research and focus solely on a more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain a significant level of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research continues to solely focus on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his has yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages... Are those Alan Wake's drafts? In discovering the redacted pages? Are they talking about Alan Wake's drafts? His proven status as para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Refer to file F2153821 for the full report. This Subject P is very close to all of this. As the Lake House continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell. This was in the original game. Remember that there was nursery rhymes that we could use to change reality, to summon treasure as part of the original game. That was one of the kind of side quests you could go on. As an art form, has shown viability in its ability to connect with Cauldron Lake's threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the Lake House, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the Lake House. Any exposure risk related to performing confidential work outside the facility's premises has been acknowledged and accepted by co-heads of research. So it explains why we found them around Cauldron Lake. So it explains that that was actually one of the experiments being undertaken by the Lake House, which makes sense, right? We did see the camera and the control setup around it. Oh, shall we invest as a shelter room? Do you guys remember these from Control? Anyone play Control? So these are like, yeah, these are the employee shelter rooms, and I think they're made out of that rock material that basically blocks everything that they mine. Oh, it's a save point. I love my coffee save points. Oh, is that Dr. Darling?
Dr. Darling?
He's talking about AWEs. Don't think you picked up the loot? I'll go back for it. I got distracted by Dr. Darling and this giant exercise ball. What's in this room? Oh, what's this? Should I press this button?
Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Okay, we need to solve the power situation. AWE is an altered world event, and it means when reality gets changed by something like the shadow. Something that can alter reality. I love the lore of Alan Wake 2. I could talk for days on it. Absolute big fan. And I know like my knowledge isn't perfect. I haven't gone super deep into it, but I love picking it up as I play the games. So what happened in Bright Falls in the base game would be considered an altered world event. I'm getting like John Wick vibes here and I don't know why. It reminds me of that scene in John Wick 4 where he's like fighting around a load of art. Not allowed. Anything useful in here?
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
Find a way to get the gun by exploring the facility.
Can't open it from the side.
What is it? Oh, damn! Guys, we found the rocket launcher! I'm excited. Can I grab the rocket launcher?
Jules's keycard. Could be useful.
Unfortunately, Jules's keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office plus a lot of black rock. Why are they turning the black rock into a weapon? Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case it gets confiscated. Next steps, weapon test using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to off-site teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock than now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had a ton of ideas like this. I wish I could remember their name. Oh, that's a power core.
They make these things lighter.
Oh, these were so much more easier when we were playing as Jessie and she could just yeet them around. Anyone who's played the original Control would probably recognize this power
The
core.
way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news. I just had to keep going
Oh,
down.
it's so dark. Guys,
Bad
where do I
news?
put this in?
The elevator liked to disappear.
Slide that bad boy in. Nice. Turn the power on. Nice. Okay, so now we need to go back
The elevator's back.
and press the button as well. There was a button we could use in that room. Okay, so we've moved the paintings. They kidnapped. Oh my god! That is terrifying. Oh my god!
It never fucking works.
Oh, no, no, no! No, no. How do I... This isn't doing anything. Pistol's not doing anything! Just stop running! The pistol's doing fuck all! Just run.
Fuck for those things.
I just started running. Then I started blasting. Let's go down one more.
Okay, deep breaths.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Please hold.
I don't want to go here. Can we just use the lift again? I don't. Look at that. It's breathing. No. I'm just gonna stay right here. Thank you. I am perfectly fine in my corner. I don't want to go near the. I don't want to go near the breathing painting. I'll be honest.
What is that?
Oh no.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand?
You're talking to a painting, love. I'm not sure this painting can understand anything.
Well, I'll be damned.
Okay, correct. I stand corrected. The painting can talk. I'm not sure where the mouth is, but the painting can talk.
So what kind of entity are you?
Is this the...
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that.
Is this when they said... Do you know when they said we're going to try and, like, quantify the emotion of a painting? Maybe that's the emotions or the history behind someone who tried to make this painting? This is fucked up.
I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down! You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news? That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me.
I mean, it fucked off,
Baby
thankfully.
steps.
Fucking hell, what on earth was that? Sorry to bother you, sir. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. You sit there with your fire in your bones and in your hands and whatnot, okay? I'll go back to doing some finger painting in the other floors. I really like the kind of visual effects that Remedy put into a lot of their animations. So you can see that, I don't know how well it shows up on stream. You might be able to see it better in the VOD. But it's like this, every bit of the painting and the texture of the painting is like moving. There's like small little grains of it moving and moving and moving, like film grains. It looks really weird. It's what, like I said, I really love how much effort they put into smaller details. Do you see the handprints? Why is there handprints? I assume that's just a friendly handprint from someone who was in the lift and they just put their hand on the wall, but I'm a little worried after I saw the giant painting talk and try and eat me. Okay. Let's see if I can go down another floor. We need to get to floor 5, but I don't have the right card. Let's try going to floor 3.
Reliving paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house.
Yeah, this is an experiment.
And I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Man, to think that this was going on while, like, Scratch and everyone's just chilling. Bright Falls is really a shit place to live, but if anything, the house prices might be low. You know? They have, like, an Altered World event every few years where people go missing and turn into dark, horrific versions of themselves. Houses must have pretty good turnover. Might be able to actually buy a house there. Let's go in. This is very creepy. Oh, the music is... I am like sufficiently... Yeah, like the hairs are standing up on my arms. I'm happy. I'm in my happy place.
Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Oh my god. This is what they said. This is what they mentioned earlier. That there was Alan Wake drafts. They found draft pages by using subject P. Alan, you fucking bastard. You were writing something else here, weren't you? Why did you write this about the lake house? Because what Alan writes tends to come true, which means that he was changing reality again, whether he knew it or not. Was it him writing this or was it Scratch? We don't know. But this is what they're saying, so... Why did he write this? He wrote about the Mormonts in advance. About them being a loving couple who eventually get the reward for their years of hard work and then turn in each other. The key thing here being the crack widened and the water seeped in. This is the shadows doing. Let's see this one.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Alan was cooking. Is this the guy? Rudolph Lane. Yes! Holy shit, I was right! Rudolph Lane was the guy that we saw in Alan Wake 1. Remember in that part of Alan Wake 1 where we were in we were trapped in the psychiatric facility with Dr. Emil. Rudolph Lane was the guy who was painting while he was there. He had loads of paintings lined up, loads of like dark, horrible paintings. And I think you had the inclination that he too had some kind of impact with the shadow, you know, or some kind of involvement with the shadow from his paintings. He remember, on the balcony, he had loads and loads of paintings. I was wondering if this was Subject P, but here it is confirmed, it is him. It was the old painting man from the asylum when we got trapped in Alan Wake 1 by cheeky Dr. Emil. There's a lot of throwbacks here. A lot of throwbacks. Because he must have been part of their research as well. Remember, they were trying to get away. They were trying to find a way to utilize... Dr. Emil was trying to find a way to utilize the shadow for himself. But because he was about as creative as a fucking pencil, he was using the psychiatric patients, and that's why he kind of took Alan Wake and kidnapped Alan Wake back in the first one. So cheeky, extra cheeky. I fucking love Alan Wake, Dirk Johns. I'm a big fan. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will now be divided between two distinct projects. So the first one was codenamed Arbitus, will be studied on the writing of Redacted with Diana Mormont serving as project director. So is that Alan Wake's writings? The second one, Ramnus, will focus on studying Redacted and his work with Jules Marmont serving as a project director. And basically the staff was split between the two assignments. Your patience is requested during the reorganization, and this is when they started falling out with each other. So the two heads of the facility, both Mormonts, started getting very aggy with each other. But why the fuck was Alan writing about it? We know that it's never good when Alan is writing something about it. Refinement process, ATD and calibration. The automatic typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known palo-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. This is gonna go terribly. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarities to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria: comprehensibility. Page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style, it must mimic Wake's writing using pages in the Lake House as reference. Tone, content. Oh, this is hilarious. Once graded, they'll be fed into an algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continually refining the right... They created an AI! Until they can produce near-identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we'll be able to provide instructions to the ATD, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. Bro, they're trying to create like a fucking... This is like ChatGPT, but Alan Wake edition. They're trying to recreate Alan Wake. It's Wake GPT. This is generative AI that's designed to write and create as horrible stories as Alan does. Absolutely terrible.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Oh, what did that say? Is she reading one of his that's one of his manuscripts, right? That's one of his manuscripts.
There was a crack in the lake house.
Okay, that's one of his manuscripts. Music's a bit loud. I'm just going to turn that down because it keeps going wow, wow, really loudly in my ears.
It became trapped, stagnant, went bad.
So
the truth was controlled here. The art
Edward
was
Franklin
not art,
Booker,
just
married to
content for the experiment.
Tamitha Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found. Look, disclaimer: author, playwright, background investigation performed in a very short amount per instruction. Sure, Port is not. So they're trying to find someone for Project Arbitus. They were going through a load of people and trying to find who was the best subject for this project. I think they eventually found. They eventually found the artist.
Content for the experiment.
Yeah. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First published was a poetry book. Successful. Tamitha Booker. Was she... Well, sorry, I'm Googling names because I'm terrible at names. Tamitha Booker. These were the two. Tammy and Ed Booker were the two who, at the start of Alan Wake 2, report the murders.
There was a crack.
They were the ones who you first go to and say, like... They're the ones who reported that there was a strange naked man who they saw getting killed at the start of Alan Wake 2. It's all tying back. It's all tying back. I'm very excited. Oh shit.
Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
The Wake GPT is fully active. They literally have like 1,000 typewriters right here linked up to try and create pages like Alan Wake. At no point did they stop and think this was a bad idea. Because this is a bad idea. Oh my gosh. You think one Alan is bad enough? Look at this! Oh, let's go in here. What's this? ATD Production Archive. Let's see what kind of things they've been creating. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. Let's see what they've been creating. Typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for ATDs, for redacted, and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources. Wake's agent? Did they talk to Barry? Barry refuses to say anything, and so did his wife. No useful information. 1,000 shitty Allens can't go wrong. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Wake GPT is online. If these are all manuscripts it's created, I am worried. I am so worried. Okay, we need security clearance level 2, which I don't think I have.
Need a higher clearance key card.
Let's have a look around. I'm not gonna lie, these typewriters scare me, man. This is such a shitty idea. What room is this? Let's have a look. ATD maintenance and repair. This must be all the extra stuff for the typewriters. What we got?
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's was complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
It's exactly what I said. So they found the stuff that Emil Hartman was up to, and they were like, oh damn, we could do that but better. Not good. We've begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into the work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any readers, I am Diana Mormont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The pages were recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotional prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflicts this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from, get this information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far to have dictated my entire career at FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, and their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. So Bellin can write things that change reality, Cassie. And so, considering that the researchers here have found what he wrote about them, they're wondering whether it's chicken or egg. Did what he wrote change their life and force them to start hating each other. So is he changing reality, or is he just reporting on what would have happened later? I'd love to see the first iterations of them trying to write like Wake. I imagine it was terrible. Okay, back into the paint zone. This isn't good. Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh, what, you said the same thing as me.
Never say no to extra firepower.
Well, found me a rifle though. Is it a shotgun? Oh, good. All right, we like shotguns. These guys got they got turned into abstract art. It's not good. I don't think this is going to be good for us, but I'm going to slowly walk on forward.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
Fuck. The law of 3. So there's a... Oh my god. Can anyone describe the law of 3? Law of 3 in control. Every whole phenomenon is comprised of 3 separate sources, which are active, passive, and reconciling or neutral. So basically, I think if you mess with something 3 times, it tends to give you a different option. so let's go for it. I'm so excited!
Contrived overlap, rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled.
She's talking about the base game, I think.
Wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release.
Okay, so I assume we're gonna have to go through this. The light switch in control, yeah, you had to hit it 3 times for the light switch to change. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Shadow is here.
Oh wow.
Flashlight.
Okay, it's straight at the shadow. Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Shall we use the... Oh my god, why are they like... Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck me! Did someone just try and throw something at me? Oh my gosh. Shit. Oh, I love you, aim assist. Aim assist. Oh! Big dodge! Alright, she's down. I'm running out of flashlights and I'm scared. Fucking... The ones that throw are the worst. Yeah, they do like a little Sonic run as well. I've ran out of flashlight. Do we help? Oh my gosh, what do I do? I've run out of ammo! I'm out. Just keep running. Oh my gosh, this is a mare. Oh, I died.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us.
Warning you of what?
About what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
You'd think by now they would have learned that messing with the dark place just leads to shit shows, but hey, I don't think they've learned shit. Oh, there's more loot, there's more loot. Oh my gosh, okay. I was getting a little scared, I'm not gonna lie guys. There wasn't much loot around. And I'm a bit of a goblin in games, and if I can't find it, I'm gonna panic. My safe place is only when there is loot available for me.
Coward can't stand.
Is there any more containers around here?
Science is risk.
I'm a bit scared after last time, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried.
About what?
I had to run. I full on just legged it and left everything behind. Let's heal up. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
What is that?
that the fucking painting? Is it merging itself around? Oh my gosh. Did you fucking see that? That's a different painting. Uh-oh. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. What's this? No power. What is this? What do I need to do? I can use this. That's good. Power core. All right, where do we put this bad boy in? They could have, you know, if for all their technological marvels, they could have come up with an easier way to store power. They could have come up with something a little easier to hold on to, you know. But hey, here we are. I guess it's easy if you're Jesse in control. If you're anyone else, it fucking sucks. Right, so let's pick up this power core. Can you stack power cores on top of each other and create like a Rubik's Cube of power? Do you hear that noise? I don't know where this one goes. In the back. There we go. Please give me like power and light. I'm scared. What's this? Oh.
Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Oh! It's just like the original game where turning the lights on and off can change things. There's one of these out here. Let's try turning this on and see what happens. What happened? What was the change? Oh, oh wow, it creates a door. It creates a door! Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's so creepy. I love that mechanic in the base game. It's good to see it back. Oh boy, are we ready for round 2 of talking to the world's most angsty painting? I'm sure this will go well. Okay, look at the textures in the painting itself. I'll try and get as close as I can.
You again.
Look at the textures on that. I really don't like it. It really messes with me. Like, on the edges of the white and stuff. It really fucks with me. I don't like it. Alright, let's talk to the painting. Oh, about Alan Wake.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there.
Yeah, so every time the painting talks, watch the how the textures all start moving around. I feel like this painting is locked into one thing only, and I'm not sure we're gonna get much else out of it other than the angst about 1,000 more paintings to come and being locked in here. So I tried. Let's try asking what happened to it.
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmon's clogging his head.
Clogging whose head? Is it the artist itself? So are you gonna... What did the Marmonts do?
You said Marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
Oh, man.
It's fixated on the Marmonts.
Yeah, it is.
What did they do?
I am very happy I'm not a Mormon right now. I think that's the best way to sum this up. I am very glad I'm not a Mormon, because holy shit, that thing is after them and that's all it cares about. A man in a white coat. I think it's about their treatment of the painting guy. Oh, I'd rather be a marmot. Yeah, me too. They live a better life. I think they overused him for their painting, similar to what they were doing with the typewriter. Okay. Holding an observation. Have we been to floor 2? I don't think I've been to floor 2 before. I guess I'll find out in a moment. I don't think it let me on floor 2 earlier.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Okay, maybe it did let me on him before.
Level-wide lockdown in effect.
I don't think I
Please
have been
remain
here.
calm.
Is that someone? They don't look too good. They're either vaping tar or they're not well. So I'm gonna assume they're not well. Alright, let's go in. Yeah, we haven't been here before. This is a new floor. Okay. Bit worried. Oh dear. That guy's rip. It's incoming. Occupant is potentially dangerous. Sylvine, this is the kind of shit that they lock you in if you're a research subject. So as you can see, you don't get treated amazingly. I'm not sure what the inside of this looks like, but the outside definitely doesn't look great, and there's no windows. Let's see, retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for the ongoing study related to Project Arbitus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Tamitha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha, but theatre is more widely recognised as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. So that might... The attention of local law enforcement might be what saved the Bookers. Because of the murders that were going on, and they were a prime witness, they couldn't get yeeted by the fucking facility. They accidentally did the best thing for them.
Someone who isn't.
Oh shit! It's the Booker. Wait, why is he here? Does he get released? Okay, scratch everything I just said. One of the Bookers is in here.
Ding. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are?
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Does he actually think this is a career, like, one of those really fancy, off-the-wall writing workshops? Anything for the bit?
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Are they making him fill in Alan Wake's drafts?
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second.
This is hilarious.
Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
This is hilarious.
Shadow monsters represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Kill a metaphor.
Ah, the flashlight is a metaphor. That's why it's useful, guys. Alright, let's see who's in the other fucking cell. This is hilarious. I can't believe they got the Bookers.
I wonder what happened here.
Well, that's not good. Problem. I think there's been a problem. That's not good. 1 second, what's this? Wall removal and transport. Ordered by Marmont. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sub-level 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Tools required. It's not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. A burst of creative energy happened around here. Yeah, it looks like many people took part in the finger painting class. Oh my god, toilet review. Off we go. Let's go. What do we think? You know what? This is very efficient. This is a very efficient toilet. You've even got some black rock above you. I mean, at least the sink's right here, so you take a shit, turn around, U-turn, boom, wash your hands. Mine is too cold when you sit. 4 out of 10 would hit your head up every time, and black rock is a very hard material, yeah. That's right, unless you're about my height, you're gonna smack your head every time. Let's read this.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
He has been well and truly taken by the entity, if he's thinking like that. How bad were his shits that they needed to shield it with black rock? I mean, it sounds like even his poos could be works of art. Maybe he used it to paint. Did they use this person to paint? I really hope not, but it's starting to look like they did. Let's have a look.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, no. You love to paint.
And you are such a talent.
This is just the classic artist slump.
No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
This is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
This is horrible. They were literally using him to the bone to get any painting they could out because they're trying to quantify art. They are literally making him workhorse through paintings. Subject condition report redacted. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline in redacted over the past 7 months in creativity. Initially, this presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude towards art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and even damaging or destroying the piece before it's complete. In the past few months, his work is becoming much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench his further position. Oh, shit. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont, head of research, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced to the order to improve his compliance. This is what they said about his paintings were getting more and more abstract as they were drugging him harder to keep making paintings. This is the kind of shit you do when you've been mentally turned into a monster. Driven by greed. The dark presence is well and truly active. You thought you'd be more careful with shit like this when you're working in the lake house, but here we are. Here we are. There's 2 cells. Oh, it's an interview room. Shall we go into the interview room? Oh no, it's locked out. I need to find a new key card, guys. I need a new key card. These doors are all locked.
Shaded.
Office of Project Arbiters. What is this?
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
We need to unlock the lockdown. That's a bit of a bloodstain. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Keycard. Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss.
A higher access card.
But thank you for the keycard.
Sorry, but I need this.
Is that one of the doctors? I just saw someone there. Okay, what's this? More password blocking?
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
They had so many. 42, 69, 70. Black circular shape amongst yellow lines, uneven circle painted with dark black in the background with yellow mustard lines behind it. Lines bleed, overlap with each other and bleed into the circle. Green tree standing in a dark landscape. Grey road across a landscape, presumably a forest. The grey seek is likely to be a road. A small white shape could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for the site for attempted retrieval. Yellow crescent. Crescent shape on an otherwise empty canvas. Potentially, possibly a crescent moon or a banana. It could be both. Let's see what's here. Red, yellow, and green circles. 3 circles and 1 roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black and grey. Probably maybe a traffic light. Interesting. Cityscape. So these were like, you can see, I think these were some of the earlier paintings maybe. Cityscape. Geometric shapes painted in white lines can be made out during the sky. A deep black void with a few specks of dark or light grey able to be seen on close inspection. Black spirals. Spirals are linked to the Alan Wake universe. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank aside from the spirals. Brown shape with horns. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what is presumed horns extended from the shape. Likely an animal, possibly a deer or elk. Well, that, yeah. Deers happen a lot, to be honest, in Alan Wake. That's another key one. Okay, what the fuck do you think they turned this password into? Can I open this? I am puzzled. Paint a guy. Oh my god!
American small towns!
Oh my god! Mine, did you really have to stand there? That was just rude. That was just rude. Small American towns. Gosh. What's this? 2023 September. Why is that important? I don't know. I guess we're trying to work out a password. What's this? Someone's opened the briefcase and thrown stuff around. That scared the poo out of me. That was a bit of a scare. I made a reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Have a good day. Okay, let's see if we've got another date. You've added a little bit more blood paint to the facility now. I don't think it needs any more. Look at this desk. They need to hire a cleaner. Okay, so what was it? Which was a week from this Friday. So this is 1 minute. 14th of September. 1409. Which was a week from this Friday. Oh my god, unplayable. The calendar was wrong. It had September 23rd on a Friday, but December 23rd, 2033 was a Monday. It's just immersion ruined. Okay, so... Which is a week from this Friday. So if it's the 14th... So it should be the 22nd? 0922... 023? So it would be 092223 maybe? Oh wait, this... Wait, it's unlocked! Fuck! This is why I should check puzzles first. I jump so many steps ahead of things sometimes. Every time! These passwords are gonna trip me up every single time. I was so prepared. I was too prepared. Let's have a look. Trisha update. Okay, 1 minute. Trisha update. I just found out what happened to Trisha. Jules fucking fired her. Oh, we're getting the tea. I knew it. She was way too vocal in last week's all hands meeting. She had valid concerns. The man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're a fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then black void. So anniversary is 22, well, 0922. Yeah, the moms are losing it. I bet Diana set Jules' background to a big old turd or something. Once again making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you sent didn't work. Black Void is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings? I need to get in or this is going to be a total waste of a Wednesday. 44 is right, yeah. So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable a special unforgettable anniversary plus brown shape with horns. I maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. Oh man, this whole office had problems. This whole office had problems and they need a relationship therapist assigned to this fucking office. Where's brown shape with horns? 25. So 092225. Oh shit, dropped a pen. Ah! Let's try it. Yes! Yes! We did it! I did a password and it didn't take me 40 minutes. It's an absolute improvement. We take that as a win. Didn't even need a pen or paper. I always need a pen or paper. I always need pen and paper. Ooh.
Escovez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
Are they in?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. They'll need help.
And they're gonna be dead by the time we get there. My team are about to be not my team. They're about to be paint. Attention staff, there is a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we'll fix the problem. Black rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now with the oldest house being closed. Security reminder, please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Kingston, I'm writing you because I have... Oh, this is Mr. T. Howard. Okay, interesting. Because I have serious concerns about the safety protocols being disregarded across the facility. I've collected a list of violations that I've personally observed. I can send this to you. My opinion on this matter is that both Dr. and Dr. Marmon are driving this facility's staff into progressively more reckless behavior. Hello, Miss Howard. Thank you for sharing your opinion. All facility operations and staff measures are under the purview of the heads of research. If you have a complaint, please file it directly with them or contact the Bureau's acting management team in Dallas. Thank you. Facility administrator is having none of it. He's having none of it. He's like, this is not my job. Kingston, I thought we reported to the acting management team in Kansas. I've reached out to them about this issue multiple times and got no response. Even if they did respond, we all know they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house went into lockdown. I believe the Marmonts are knowingly using this state of chaos to their advantage. Our treatment of research subjects is in clear violations of the Ash Act. These are punishable offences. If you do not open an internal investigation, then I will resign. Trisha Howard, senior researcher. That's why Trisha resigned or like got fired then. They basically just fired her in response to realizing she was causing a stink about them fucking around with things that they shouldn't. So Trisha was doing the right thing. Trisha was correct. They were using... So this whole facility must have gone nuts in the time that the hiss problem was happening over at the oldest house. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God! Oh, my gosh. I'm scared. Oh, my gosh. I'm so bad at this. There's so many of them. I'm running. I'm just running. Get to the elevator. Oh, it's... Fuck. There's no elevator. Alright, we're gonna have to fight. Oh, it's good. Gonna have to fight. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm actually trapped in this corner, that's why I'm being so careful. But luckily they don't seem to want to come down here, so I'm kind of... Shit. Oh, they're running away, oh my gosh. Do you guys like my work of art over here? They're having a puppy pile! Yay! Puppy pile! This is terrible. Oh my god. Oh no. Honestly, why is this so difficult? I'm terrified. It's not even like the odd missed shot. A rocket launcher would be very useful. Yeah, we're right. Let's go back to floor 1. Oh, this is not good. I'm like out of ammo.
Turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
It's a lot of talk from someone who just got absolutely ass blasted in that last fight. I'll be real. That's a lot of fighting talk when you're on 2 health and I'm crying because I used every single bullet I had. I love the fighting talk, I just don't think it's really that useful right now, is all I'm saying. I have 1 bullet, how am I supposed to help my team?
Sub-level?
Oh my god.
You fucking bastard!
Copium, I am the consequences.
Jules Marmont killed my team.
Oh dear.
He was taken by the shadow. I'm sorry.
Yep, well, the whole team's gone. This is not good. Alright. I need to find some more containers, guys. I'm dead. I'm dead. I probably need a health kit and an ambulance as well. Pie Day! I brought a variety of seasonal pies. The members of Project Ramnus can come enjoy them. All of the staff should visit the other Dr. Marmont's office to see if she brought pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan pies. Oh, if you're in the other team, you're not allowed to have the pie. You're not allowed to have the pie if you're in the other team. That sucks.
I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, came up with that. Shadow.
Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind of assistant. Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the lake house. This is my facility. Mine! You cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin, prétentieux. The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star.
But darling. Oh, he's mad.
And he made fun of the name. Oh, the shadow. The shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name.
Oh.
Tous ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
Wow. The entity was really dining well here. Why can't the hedgehog be named Shadow? Shadow is an evocative name. Le imbecile. Alright, we're on like 2 health. We've seen him raging and I can't do anything because I have no health. I guess I'm just gonna go straight here and go get the fucking weapon. Let's try not to get hit, guys. Alright, we're doing a 0 death run. Oh. Move the painting! Oh, move the painting! That was a problem. Okay, I'm hiding in here because we need to move some of these around. Bollocks! This is gonna be difficult. Oh my God. So let me just walk carefully. Try not to put my back against any of these paintings. Is that? Stop! Stop! I just want to play the game. It's a vibe. I'm having so much fun right now. Aren't you guys having fun? I'm having so much fun. I'm so happy to have so much fun. I just need to move the painting. How did we move the paintings earlier, guys? Every time! So that one's fucked. This one here goes. There's a piece of loot over there, but I can't. Oh, look, see? Let's try this.
It's down. Time to move.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay.
Oh, just keeps getting...
Okay, there's loot in there. Okay, okay. You can use a grenade to slow them down. I just want to see if there's any loot around that I can grab that will help me, because I am pretty much on death's door. But let's see if there's any creatures around here. I'm just going to struggle again. Anything? Please? Please? I got some ammo. Okay, okay, okay. This is good. This is good. This is good. I thought it was on normal. It was! But it feels like I'm playing on the... I don't know, it feels like I'm playing on Elden Ring level difficulty. I found a healing pack, it's all good. Life is good. I found some shit. Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, threshold activity. Readings over the last 48 hours showing a rise and increase in the activity stemming from Cauldron Lake threshold, likely indicating an imminent AWE scenario. The highest recorded reading exceeded the safety limit, necessitating a general alert and requesting assistance from the assigned AWE response team. However, no alert or contact with external teams have been made per the recent amends to this procedure. As specified, the monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either Dr. Marmont or Dr. Marmont has been received. Fucking idiots. They changed the procedure so that they changed the procedure so they wouldn't have to notify the Bureau of Control as quick, because both of the two doctors are going crazy. Considering the rate of escalation and the recent data indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends that the AWE response team be contacted immediately. Signed, Harry Cross, lead threshold analyst. So they changed it because they want to try and utilize it, and they don't want anyone realizing what they're doing here, is the other thing.
That name is not
Press this button.
scientific. I mean,
We have to go around the long way. I want to see if holding a flare helps us. Or if... Oh my god. This is just a shit show, isn't it? This is such an annoying area. Holy shit. Does holding a flare help? I don't think the flares do anything. Flares, they don't give a shit about. Okay. I'm back at low health. But I've made it. No. Just open the door! Open the door! Okay. Can they come in here? Oh my god. Progress update 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the test. I know there's some on sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Acting inventory supervisor. That's actually key. Acting supervisor. Because he said his key card, he kept the level 5 key card, he stole one. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there's some on sub-level 5, blah blah blah. Next up, source black rock. Okay. Oh, there's more loot. There's loot. It's a fresh room. Fresh loot. Please have some safety equipment in here. What's this?
There was a crack in the lake house.
Ooh.
The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
I think this was the volcano that started everything, you know? Weapon should be right here. There it is. Right, what have we got?
Okay, this should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
Right, we've got something with black rock rounds. Charge the black rock launcher by holding down R2. Charge shots go farther and deal more on impact. Oh boy. Can we open this? Shit. We don't know the password to this, so maybe we come back. Right, which way am I going? We got the security card 3, right? So is there any doors with security 3 that we can clear? Do we go straight to... There's a 2-door here. Actually, there's 2 doors down on -1 that I want to go check in the automated typing chamber. So we'll go down there. I'm scared that if I get hit, I'm dead again. I want to save these for when I need them. It's so creepy. Fuck it, should we test this out?
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Well, That does the job. That does the job. That felt good. After all that, that felt really good. Does 3 get us to floor 4 and 5? Yes, it does, but I want to stop by 3 first because there was some extra stuff on
The
this floor.
Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Okay, so we're going for straight up murder.
Sublevel 3.
I like how she's like, it made everything simple. I can just kill him. You know what? Fair dues. Why is that paint leaking? Beep beep. Okay, this is subject observation. Oh dear, I don't like this room. Oh, hello. Let's have a look.
Lane was found dead in his cell this morning. It's an unfortunate setback.
Lane died.
But when a door is closed, a window is opened. I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present. A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key. I will achieve what no one has before me. Not darling, that arrogant shit. Not my selfish harpy or the wife.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected. But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
I never needed any of it. The fools will finally see me for the genius I am.
Oh. Harpy sounds endearing, yeah. I think he's been poisoned by the dark water, and like Alan said, it's just kind of swimming around in circles, and it has no way out. This is a place of no creativity. This is a trap. They set up an experiment to try and analyze it and experiment on it in a very cold way that almost goes against how this entity works and how it changes reality. So I bet this ended with a volcano. I can't believe that guy died and he was so uncaring about it. Ooh, this place looks creepy. Let's turn the light on. Oh man, I hit it so hard that I just saw this agent's eyeballs because I smacked that thing so hard. From Jules Marmont to Project Ramnus staff, status of Project Arbitus. As head of research at the Lake House, it is important that I am informed of all proceedings at this facility. Since the other Dr. Marmont is failing to provide me with details about her team's progress, I ask that you all seek information from her team members. Anyone who comes with me on details on how Project Arbitus's current status will be, on current progress, will be rewarded. Oh my god. These guys were so, like, I feel like every bureau should probably have its own therapist that makes a go or no-go decision. Because, like, you can't tell me this is fine. There is no way this is fine. This is anything but fine. Like, you've got these two incredibly sensitive and dangerous projects running, and now you're refusing to tell each other about their progress because you're scared that it's gonna, like, look bad on you? Absolute crazy. Absolutely insane between both of them. Oh my god, someone was, oh my gosh, look at this CRT streamer setup. Someone was streaming here. Hey guys, this is my first day at the facility. No creativity allowed, so I haven't got any overlay. But please like and subscribe, and I'll report on any AWEs as they happen. Confidentiality terms and conditions apply. One sub for one AWE. Smash that like button.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
She needed to control. It's all in the name, and it ain't gonna work. And you know what? Building a facility that sits under Cauldron Lake is just by itself a wild idea, I think. Absolutely wild. Move the fucking chest.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. You must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
I'm not sure they can be, Diana. Ghostwriters, monkeys with typewriters. Oh, here we go. To use art with the power of the shadow, we must first define art. Thesis. Does a critic define what is art? Where do we find critics? Kidnap/lure in critics? Or the audience? Are we the audience? Must we like the art? What is the role of the artist? Who is an artist? If you believe you are an artist, are you one? Do you need to be good? Does quality matter? Define an artist. A drug-using bum often wears a turtleneck and drinks red wine. Left-wing political views. Danger. If left-wing politics are made real by the shadow, any right-wing artists, not for abstract art or poems, they're losing it trying to define this. They're absolutely losing it. Like, look how they're writing towards the bottom. Oh man, you've given yourself a bit of an impossible task there, Diana, haven't you? It's a bit of a rough one, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna have a whale of a time with that. Wow, they were really partaking in that hard liquor during this meeting. Maybe they were trying to see if they could be artists as well. Tea life lesson. Alright, let's run past these. I know there's going to be one little fucker over there. This is how it's going to be. This is the next 3 hours of my life. No wonder I end up with heartburn after horror streams. Right, we're going straight to floor 4. This is going to be fun. Map updated. Right, we are going to floor 4, which seems like all this space for one office. Why? I don't like this. I really don't like this.
Error. Please hold.
This is not level 4.
Please hold.
Yeah, this isn't level 4.
Hold.
Can I go to level... Oh, do I have to talk to the angry painting again? I really don't want to talk to the angry painting again. It's kind of mean. What do you know about Rudolph Lane?
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man!
I think you are Rudolph Lane.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
I'm not sure you're gonna get any of those things from a living painting. Is this what I think it is? Is this an Alan Wake original draft piece?
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush. Just himself. The strokes were crude. Violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
That explains it, and actually that's one of the phrases that the painting was quoting earlier when it was screaming at us. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones. That's one of the things the painting screamed yesterday. They literally painted poor Rudolph to death. And I think what he created, I know they were trying to quantify emotion, and they were trying to quantify paintings that could bring some kind of feeling that would get the shadow involved. I think they went way too far, and I think he's actually created the worst thing he possibly could have. It is anger given form. Let's try going to floor 4 now.
Sublevel 4.
Sublevel 4. Okay, we haven't been here before. In good news, there doesn't seem to be paintings smeared everywhere on this floor. However, I just have a feeling this isn't going to be good, you know? I've just got a vibe that this is not going to be what we want. Okay, let's see what we got here. Why the rooms are all shimmering. Why is it all shimmering? Do you see that? Everything's like... Uh-oh. Well, I don't want to walk through there. That doesn't look good. I'd rather not, but everything's a bit fucked up in here. It's really hazy. It was all easy until now. Yeah, so easy.
Nice office.
It is a nice office. I agree. Very nice. I don't like it. Not a fan. Oh, these are the no art allowed food. There's no art allowed snackies in there. Are you all ready for the spooky floor, guys? What's in here?
Come on.
It's like the oldest house. Holy shit. Geometry shifting geometry bullshit. That's a pretty good summary. Right, let's have a look. I told you this place was shifting, guys. I said it was fucked up. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks like a chocolate mold. I don't like it. Let's, oh, okay, you're not gonna help me. Everything's all fucked up around here. So much ash in the air. This is a bit, I don't know, it makes me feel a bit queasy with the way it's all blurring. Okay, what's the bet that something's gonna just jump out and scare the crap out of me again? Oh, go on, go on. I dare you. Spawn. Go on. I dare you. I'm not just talking to a wall, guys. Yeah, fuck you. I knew it. It's so difficult. How do you deal with that? I'm not just talking to a wall. It's so like...
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Can you like preemptively shoot them? Which one of yous is gonna fucking go for it, huh? Can anyone see anything that makes this painting look sussy? I can't. I heard a creepy noise though. Oh, okay. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. It was that one in the corner. I just don't know a way to identify them. That's what scares me the most about this. It's like any kind of paint I see scares me. Oh, is there another one? Sometimes you hear that crackling sound. That looks like a danger zone. What about you? Are you a danger zone? I'm like trying to bait it. Are you real? It's not real. Uh-oh. It just needed to get it out of his system. Don't worry. It was just working things out. I hate this. I hate this. This is honestly the worst creature any survival horror has created so far for me. What we got? Oh, nothing! Great! I'm so happy. I just don't like it. Oh, and I don't know whether to run. Run. Oh my god, what the shit? What? Is that Sonic the Hedgehog? Who just ran past? Something here.
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
It's really interesting. So in the last moment before she gets eaten by the shadow, she basically realized, oh fuck, this was our problem. And she remembered that she actually loved her husband, you know, once upon a time, before they made a mess of this whole place together. Okay, let's reload. Ride the percolator! Oh my god. Ride the percolator! It's very loud. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, shoot in the dick. Dead? Nice. It just dripped on the wall. That one just dripped. I swear I just saw some dripping. I am scared. Am I going this way? I'm so lost. Ooh. Filing cabinet. I'm a little confused and a little terrified. I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely no rhyme or reason. I wish they'd drop loot. It's even worse that they don't drop loot when they die. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run. That's not a good sound. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, this is a light switch. Oh my gosh. Is that Dr. Marmel? Let's go in first. Let's have a look while it's light, and then we'll go in back when it's dark. Terrified. Alright, let's go. Let's listen to this.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But, the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art's score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
Like, they're talking about Rudolph Lane dying like it's nothing. This man painted for years in this establishment. Because you kidnapped him, and then he died, and you go, well, we should have just monitored his mental health so we could have made a distress score about it. Like, how have they got to this point? Oh, well, anyway, yeah. It's crazy. Ooh, it's another manuscript.
The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. I know you're here, they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home, their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
We know that the Dark Place is very good at manipulating people, especially if you have any sense of ambition or greed, and that's exactly what's happened here. They've been poisoned. And it's not their creativity that's been used as part of this. They used Rudolph Lane as a way, and he has definitely brought the Dark Place here. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's great password tech. See, this is what I love this, because this is such a good representation of what happens when you force people to do daily password resets. One, it doesn't improve security in the slightest, but two, everyone just writes it on a sticky note because they need to remember it. That's hilarious. I love that. 10 out of 10 realistic. Realistic office. Oh, the screen's a bit weird. Is this Diana Marmont's office? Yeah. Diana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made about to bring in live subjects. What were you thinking? Do you know how that looks? These are from 5 years ago. What did he say? Was it approved? Oh, her monitor's a bit old and a bit shit. No, he refused. You know, protocol doesn't allow this sort of thing. And he says he'll be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon, like we're children. This is very bad for our reputation, Diana. Please, if you have an idea like this, come to me first. Diana, considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not endanger our staff. Dr. Jules had a bit of sense back then, 6 months ago. Don't pretend like you are worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own ass. The fact that the pages are detailing future events means that they are the correct method. We have to learn how to harness their power and dictate events to meet our goal, not Wake's. Whatever those may be, the ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep the work going. So the ATDs were the automatic Alan Wake typewriters that she set up. It was Wake GPT that's upstairs on room 2. On floor 2. No, Diana. I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance, out of control, a crack in the lake house. If we continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I am head of research here and I forbid you from proceeding. You can't forbid anything. You are not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, I'll finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You always needed me more than I needed you. Official complaint from P. Greenberg. Hello, Dr. Marmont. I received your formal complaint about Jules's behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says they have been simply misplaced. I understand you are frustrated, but I recommend you give his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. If this issue persists at that point, let's discuss your desire to escalate the issue. Does that sound agreeable? Harry Kingston, facility administrator. Harry wanted nothing to do with anything. Man was just sick of his shit being here. Absolutely sick of it. He was not a fan. Don't blame him. This is such a weird office. Look at this. Fucking elevators! The elevator's moved again. Ooh, redacted letter. Follow-up report. RE redacted. On the morning of redacted, the musician held at the lake house for research purposes was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell the night before was damaged by an electrical interference of an undetermined nature. Oh, this is interesting. Redacted, known professionally as Redacted, has produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths during her time at Lake House. That was considered very promising as research material by Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Redacted somehow used her song to orchestrate her escape. Efforts to find Redacted were brief, with any wider search considered an acceptable risk to the Lake House's mandate of confidentiality. And that's the song that's playing here at the moment. That's interesting. The definition of an art, a study, by Diana Marmont. To truly comprehend the threshold within Cauldron Lake, we must first understand its attraction to art. However, even the definition of art is as varied as the range of crafts that fall under its name. To that end, we must open a track of research dedicated to defining and quantifying art, ultimately rendering the concept into a unit of measurement, not medicine. That's a W for Redacted. She sang her way out of there, Cassie. She caused an electrical trouble and just kaboomed out of there. To begin, let's not try to understand humanity's definition of art, but rather Cauldron Lake's preferences. Past cases of Cauldron Lake's threshold effect in reality have centered on writing. Wait, 2010. This is interesting because Zane used to be considered a poet, but was changed into a filmmaker. I don't know which Alan Wake story relates to what happened to Zane, but potentially American Nightmare, which we haven't played, so we'll look into that. Cinematography is also suspected, though not directly confirmed, Zane 1970. What about other mediums? We'll need to test the viability of painting, poetry, music, photography, sculpting, dance, and so on. Not to mention the myriad of genres or methods within each medium. And what about crafts outside of the most common artistic expressions? Does any act of creation on a high level of expertise merit the title of art? Baking, woodworking, etc.? What about non-physical mediums? Why is music an art and philosophy is not? Does something become art simply due to its medium, its quality, or perhaps simply through the intent of expression? Or an equation made up of all three? What would be the order of importance? What thresholds must each factor reach for the equation to succeed? She's asking questions and I'm not sure she's getting the answer to them. It feels like they were already setting themselves up for failure before they even went into this, you know? It really does feel like it. There's more to read. Where? Did I miss? Did I miss? Going back. Oh, it was this page, wasn't it? Thank you. Clearly, there is much to determine. We must begin with developing a methodology using a vast range of arts and general creative endeavors, both physical and mental. Then find a way to test their potential connection to Cauldron Lake's threshold. Cauldron Lake is an enigma with many layers to pull away if we are to understand it and ultimately bring it under control. The work will take years. I think you could work on this all your life and you won't get an answer here. Cauldron Lake was a tomb for them. Did I miss something here? Oh, yes. Action to be taken. Okay, so this was regarding the redacted report where the artist of this song went missing. This follow-up page. Action. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether any staff at the lake house were involved in the disappearance of Redacted. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether the subject used the song they created as a means of escape. All material related to the work produced by Redacted will be stored in the archive for further reference, for future reference. Online checks for the public reappearance of Redacted are performed weekly. Known web addresses associated with Redacted in the past. Known address with para-utilitarian AWE activity, Redacted. ThisHouseofDreams.blogspot.com. One second. Goes deep, guys. This is a whole nother blog. It's a fairly long one. Let me just open up the other page as well. Is this who made the song? Wait. What's the name of the song? The website mention leads to a newsletter about Poe's new album. It's just a fun and new way to mention a new album. This blog, I'll post it in chat, but the blog actually goes into, I think, Thomas Zane, I think. I'll post it in Discord. Here we go. I'll post it in Discord for anyone who wants to see. This is wild. Oh, but she talks about a dream, and it seems like maybe Thomas Zane was involved in it. In the dreams, he floated in the air above me in the basement as if we were underwater. He was wearing a strange, heavy diving suit, almost like a spacesuit. If you guys are interested, it's in chat. You can take a look. If anyone reads through it and wants to summarize it, feel free. But it seemed to me like the musician was visited by Thomas Zane. Who switches, sorry. Okay, turn the lights off. Turn the power off. Oh, it's really not a fan here.
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
It's the way she looks at the screen at the end of that that's really creepy. Like, look at her eyes. They are so mean to each other.
This doesn't look like Lane's style. Different artist.
There's a different artist. Does that look like Alan Wake to you?
Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere.
Is there a different artist around here? Oh no, guys.
Bastard is hiding them.
You know we cannot have unaccompanied artists walking around here. No unaccompanied artists around. Okay, so this building is trashed at night. Did you say married? Yeah, it's Dr. Marmon and Dr. Marmon. They're both married to each other. But
going down to that lab, and I don't know.
I don't know. This is
inverting
creepy.
the amplifiers. Or...
So, this is what I missed last time. We actually did 2/3 of it, and just right at the end, I fucked up. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so there were some drawings on the floor here, right? There's one here, and she mentions they don't look like his style. It doesn't look like Lane. Here, second drawing, this is where I fucked up. There is a third drawing. A new drawing shows up on the desk. One of a face and one of a cliff.
Look
what's just shown up. Can you guys see that?
I need for my work. suddenly
switch
the
cord.
exact pages that I need to reference.
Is that what I think it is? Because that is fucking
He is
huge.
adamant if
Did you see what shows up? A fucking light switch. Does anyone remember light switches from Control? Does anyone remember the Law of Three? That's right. This is an old friend, and actually we've seen it. I think we've seen it in.
It's the same thing.
No, we haven't seen it in Alan Wake, but we have seen this in Control. The good old light switch. Right. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
He booked the lab.
Quick lesson on
Some
light
big
switch cords.
experiment
If you
tomorrow.
find one, pull it
I can't
3
find the details
times.
anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit from my...
The Oceanview Motel is a dimensional intersection. The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time, which was definitely unusual.
This is what I missed last time. I'm not the only one, according to like Reddit, who've missed this. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to have the I'm in danger UI around me as I limp my way through this. But here we are, it's the Oceanview Motel. And interestingly, one of the doors is open. Is that the control symbol? This is we're in the oldest house. This is the oldest house. Is that Jesse? It's like Jesse laid upon the old director, I think. He used to have glasses, didn't he? That was his haircut. I remember his hairline. It's like Jesse laid upon the other one. Rippling. That's really odd.
Panopticon?
We're going to the fucking Panopticon?
The Panopticon is a headquarters.
Yeah, we're at the oldest house.
I'm outside in the forest. The sun is shining. Birds are calling. I feel dirt. My feet, a breeze. Everything smells like rain. I'm not here. I'm in the forest. Sun on my face. Birds are flying past. Waves rustling in the wind. I'm in the forest. Trees are green. A field of flowers. I'm out here. Out here. I'm in the forest. The sun is shining.
Is that Jesse's brother?
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
Why are you in a cell?
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal. There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house. Is anyone else alive?
What the fuck?
I can't.
It's a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago. What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked.
The hiss.
No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
The hiss coming back?
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. For will and I need to know if it...
Speech has been altered. Ooh.
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
He booked the lab. Some big experiment.
That was the secret. So that's why I really wanted to come back and show you guys.
Tomorrow? I can't
At least
find
my
the
voice is
details
back to
anywhere.
normal.
That bastard is hiding them.
So what can we take away from that? What can we take away from that? Something else is about to hit the whole oldest house? He tried? Maybe they never really got rid of... That was Jesse's brother. Yeah, I know it was Jesse's brother. I forgot his name. What's Jesse's brother Control? What's his name? Dylan. Yeah, Dylan Faden. I think... So this is going to be a little bit of spoilers about the end of Control, but wasn't he meant to be... He was meant to be in a coma, wasn't he? This is going to be spoilers. Heavy spoilers for Control here. But I think he was meant to be in a coma, but he seems awake and he seems to have been there quite a while. So we're imagining this is definitely a few years after the oldest house incident with the hiss. Now he said, I tried to stop it, but I can't hold it. Let Jesse know I tried. Is something else trying to take over the oldest house? We still haven't seen that wall that they pulled out. Do you know when they said it was Lane's last work? Not Lane. Yeah, sorry, Lane. Lane's last work, Rudolph Lane's last piece of work was that wall where he painted with his own blood, basically, as he died. We still haven't seen it. That painting, that must have really screwed everything up for the final time. Right, let's go to 5. Let's go down. We're going down, down! Let's go. Let's see how bad this can get. Finish early, by the way. Got indie horror lined up. Oh, boy!
Oh, Jesus.
She's got paint on her coat.
3.
She's got paint on her coat. She's got paint on her coat. It's all over. We have been marked by the paint. You see the paint marks on her? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck me. This is real trippy. Shut down the experiment? What the fuck was he doing here? This does not look good, guys.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
They wouldn't let her. Would they let her? Oh shit. No. Okay. Well, that's one of the Marmonts. They hate each other even when they're like this. She's fucked up as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, well, he's dead. gonna work on her? That's not working. Okay, problem. I don't know if I have enough healing for this. Okay, that's an area of effect. That's an area of effect. Rising star in the bureau, my ass.
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea?
Oh, where's she gone? That's not good.
Where'd she go?
Why is she up there? Oh, she's launching rocks. Oh dear. Okay. What? Okay, she is throwing. Oh my god. Okay, no, you're not meant to use that on her. Oh my god. I just got clonked. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, damn it. This is not good. I'm trapped in a corner. Let me get out.
Finally! Works on these bastards.
Oh my god, did one just spawn behind me? Oh, that just scared the shit out of me. Okay, where is she? How do I get her down? Where is she? Oh, yeah, she's down. She's trying to deck me again. Okay. Luckily, she keeps trying to just punch me, which I'm not sure scientists are very good at. Okay, I'm out of ammo there. She's made of just blood. She's not made of people. Yes! Okay, can we turn it off? She turned into raspberry juice. You're angry, I get it.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away!
The Marmonts are dead.
The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him!
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to shut this down. Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koska, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
That was the end of the lake house. What happened to the male Mormont? He got killed by Diana Mormont. She bashed his head in. She did turn to Raspberry. She belongs in Body Worlds. She did belong in Body Worlds by the end of that. It was definitely way more on the survival horror side. Okay, let's do a quick summary. So, it looks like this happens in parallel to Saga's investigation. I've got... Sorry, one second. I've got cat hair on my face. So this seems to happen in parallel to when Saga is doing her investigation. So we're assuming that at some point after Saga meets the Bookers, Booker gets captured. So we can assume that at least we know that he wasn't trapped in that facility for too long. Like, he wasn't there 5 years like Lane, but what the Marmots had been doing had been stretching back years. Now, the only reason Estevez went to investigate was because the alarms went off, right? And eventually they got word that something is happening. I think the main takeaway is how people can turn into monsters, right? Like how the researchers here became so obsessed with what they wanted to do that they basically shed all humanity. They shed all humanity for what? To try and quantify something that was unquantifiable. How do you take something like art and put a measure on it? And all they ended up doing was making things way worse and treating human lives like they mean nothing. They went against... I think this is it's an interesting paradox of what the Bureau stands for, right? You have these paranatural events that make no sense, that change reality, that mess with everything. And paradoxically, you have an organization that's only job is to try and quantify, control, and understand these things. The two things don't work with each other. They're completely out of balance with each other. They don't function on the same plane of existence. And it's even more interesting because, yeah, like Cauldron Lake works on something that the scientists, as a start point, they struggle to work out. They don't know how to quantify art. They've got whiteboards upon whiteboards of them arguing. Just arguing about what art means, and does it have to be a tortured artist? Is it not? Should we have a distress rating? Oh, the art's getting more abstract. If it's not got a tree in it, is that going to make a difference? They're completely missing the point of what this is and how much larger this is than them, and they get caught up in it. And what happens? They just create a nightmare. They end up turning this poor man, slaving away on paintings that they are measuring with a ruler to try and work out what's the level of emotion trapped in this painting. They end up turning him into a living nightmare and trying to use that as a last-ditch method. It's so partially down to the dark place corrupting them and that nature of Cauldron Lake, but it is on themselves as well. Like, they took this too far. Note that Diana was asking for human researchers before any of this happened, and she got denied. She got denied by Darling. So it's quite interesting, and I wonder if that's going to be something we see more in Control too, I guess.